Hens, Bruce Bagwell. Following Bruce, M.T. Marikel. Following M.T. Marikel, Kirk Boland, Zoe Pelishek, and Becky Pelishek.
Thank you. Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Bruce Bagwell. I'm in Ward 3, and I'm here to support Backyard Hens. And started a petition called with change.org to support legalizing backyard hens 2 days ago, and we have over 200 signatures so far. I wanted to read one of the comments that somebody wrote. I'd love to be able to teach my kids, teenagers, and grandkids about working for their food and taking pride in raising their animals. The numerous benefits to owning and taking care of hens is so vast. Learning to grow food, teaching them to be responsible people, giving them something to work for, and get the satisfaction of achieving it, something that is lost today. Teach our kids hard work pays off, nothing or not to expect everything. And I thought that was really good. Got a whole bunch of comments like that. I've had chickens in the past and love the fresh eggs. I love what they do for my household and for my yard for growing things, and I like the feeling of self-sufficiency that I get, especially in this time of COVID where we run out of a lot of stuff. It's nice to have eggs in my backyard and not having to go to the store and find out they don't have them. So that's it. Thank you very much for hearing me.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next speaker, please.
M.T. Marikel.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is M.T. Marikel. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you regarding backyard hens. I've spoken in the past several meetings and have shared several documents with you regarding the important topic of allowing citizens who live in the R1 zone the right to own backyard hens. I've encouraged you to look at the website, thebub.wixsite.com/bub, for factual and educational information regarding backyard hen ownership in an urban setting. The support for backyard hen ownership continues to grow because of the many benefits hens provide families. Today I'm going to focus on one of these benefits. I refer to this benefit as biorecyclers and zero-waste partners. The most economical and politically compelling reason for backyard hen ownership is to employ chickens to biorecycle kitchen, garden, and yard waste. Employing chickens means all that biomass, food, grass clippings, leaf, yard waste, never has to leave the backyard. Most local governments are budget strapped. Encouraging the use of family flocks as biomass recyclers is an expense-cutting opportunity to slash the amount of funds spent on managing trash that has to be picked up, transported, often transferred, and disposed of. Nationwide, food scraps make up about 17%, 29 million tons of what we send to landfills. Yard waste totals about the same amount, 33 million tons. Food and yard waste combined represent about 28% of all municipal solid waste generation. With the assistance of backyard hens, most of that household organic waste could be biorecycled in backyards and never even leave the property. Imagine the city of Bakersfield taking a step in the direction of zero waste. Just as it implies, in a zero waste system, there isn't any waste. Everything becomes residuals that can be recycled to one form or another. Backyard hens actually save the city money. I continue to be available for questions and discussions. I look forward to the opportunity of working collaboratively with you as we work towards allowing backyard hens. Thank you again for your time and interest in the topic of backyard hens.
Thank you, Mr. Marikel.
Kirk Boland. Following Mr. Boland, Zoe Pelishek and Becky Pelishek.
Thank you. And I'll ask those of you in the back, if you can try to socially distance, just physically distance as much as you possibly can. I know it's crowded back there, but those of you who are waiting. And then if there are empty seats, staff, if you can show them to those seats. Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, Mayor Go and Bakersfield City Council. My name is Kirk Bolin, and I live in Ward 4. I'm here tonight to express my support in the backyard hens in the city limits of Bakersfield. Keeping backyard hens is a part of a growing movement to live a healthier, more sustainable lifestyle and reducing our carbon footprint. A small flock of hens in our backyards has many benefits, from supplying you with fresh eggs, giving you good fertilizer for gardening, and providing lively pets. It can also teach children the process of caring for the hens and to help them develop a greater appreciation for the food on their plates. Backyard hens also provide excellent pest control. They eat ticks, flies, mosquitoes, and spiders. Eggs laid by backyard hens also have more vitamin A, omega-3s, vitamin E, beta-carotene, and have less cholesterol and saturated fat than industry-sourced eggs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, there was times where the stores were sold out of eggs. And when they did have them, you were limited to the number of eggs you could buy. At my house, we have four kids. 2 of them are teenagers. Just a couple days ago, they went through all by themselves a dozen of eggs. And as far as noise goes, hens typically only make a noise when they lay an egg or a predator, which is typically at best once a day. And the decibel level of that noise is about 60. As opposed to dogs, which the decibel level of their noise is 80 to 90, which is more frequent than that of a chicken. Recently, I was able to make contact with the San Diego Deputy Director of Development Service Department, Leslie Sennett, regarding their ordinance that they put into effect in 2012. The response I received was the ordinance allowing backyard chickens has not had a major impact on the amount of calls received by Code Enforcement Division. Calls regarding this issue are very rare. There are no other problems regarding this ordinance that I am aware of. I hope the Bakersfield City Council will allow its citizens the opportunity to provide for their families and have a greater level of self-sufficiency, as well as a healthier way of life. I appreciate your consideration and ask for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Bolin. Madam Clerk, next speaker, please.
Zoe Pelishek, Becky Pelishek, and the following 2 speakers who will be speaking on the Oversight Committee, if you could please enter the council chambers, Patrick Jackson and Mo Ali.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself and go ahead.
My name is Zoe Pelishek, and I'm here because I support raising backyard hens. I support raising backyard hens because it would allow people to be more self-sufficient in being able to produce their own eggs and protein. And backyard hens would be a good resource to have in times of crisis. People would have their own supply of eggs and protein and wouldn't have to depend on the government. And this would give the opportunity to youth like me who want to experience raising hens. It would allow me to do it myself in the future.
Thank you. Do you have anything further?
No.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you for listening.
Madam Clerk, next speaker, please.
Becky Pelishek.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself and go ahead.
Thank you. I am Becky Pelishek. I'm in Ward 5. I just wanted to speak up on my support of having backyard hens. It's important to me and my family to be able to be self-sufficient and to be able to, especially in times like this, to be able to have, just go to our backyard and to be able to get what we need, whether it be a source of eggs or if we need it, meat. It also teaches my children how to care for animals, how to then be self-sufficient themselves. So it's important to me. We've always wanted to be able to expand into chickens, but we haven't been able to in the part of town that we're in. But if it was expanded to all city residents instead of county residents, we would be able to. And then we wouldn't have to worry about, buying a bigger lot of land, that